Nope.
Go ahead, turn it to me so I can look.
Thank you.
Turn it to me so I can look. Just ask the first question.
Hi, George. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. How are you, Charlie?
I'm pretty good.
Good. Come on, bro. Come on.
What did you choose to do for your senior project? Why did you choose it, and how is it meaningful to you?
Of course, the project I chose to do is become a surf forecaster. What that means is, as an avid surfer, I find myself constantly checking on swell reports, swell direction, buoy readings, and other important factors in surfing. But I never really knew what they meant. So, in order to understand these factors, what the factors go into forecasting waves, I decided to dedicate my 2 weeks to getting a full understanding of how to understand forecasting and how to create my own schedules and forecasts. This was meaningful to me because I'm super interested in surfing and I just want to learn more about it.
It's amazing. What did you accomplish over these 2 weeks?
Of course, Charlie. So over the past 2 weeks, I've become proficient in understanding the factors that go into how well a wave will break or what conditions are best to surf in. Also, as a final project, I created my own forecast for the week of June 8th to June 15th. I used weather reports, hurricane tracking, and wind direction charts to determine the surf for that week. And overall, I've crafted a forecast which incorporates the Hurricane Cristobal and a possible low pressure system off the coast of Bermuda that may cause a little surf for us in the East Coast at Lincoln Boulevard in the next few days.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
What did you learn from the experience?
Of course. So I learned a lot from the many hours of research that I conducted. Before the project, I thought I was pretty well off at surfing. I knew what I was doing out there on the waves, and I could catch waves pretty easily. But after surfing many different breaks across the world, I really wanted to go deeper in understanding how the waves broke. I felt now, afterwards, I feel more confident and knowledgeable when I surf. And after I had conducted all the research, and I'd gone surfing twice at Lincoln Boulevard in Long Island, when I was waiting for the waves, I would watch them breaking. I'd watch the winds, and I'd watch the tides as I surfed. And I felt as if I understood them more and had a heightened respect for the ocean, if you may ask.
That is pretty deep.
Thank you.
Any obstacles you encountered, and how did you overcome them during this process?
Of course, I encountered many obstacles during my senior project, actually. Whether it was on the waves or doing my research at home, I found that problems erupted pretty often, especially when surfing. For example, when I was surfing, I'd find that it was impossible to match the tides with the winds, or when I go surfing in the afternoon, the winds would be a little strong, so I had a little trouble with that. And then when doing my research at home, the weather and the charts for the week, I'd have to tap them at many different sources to make sure that they were credible and I could find trends in the forecasts. So overall, I had many problems that erupted, but I used patience and a calm mentality, and I got over them pretty easily.
Patience is key.
Patience is key. Thank you.
How might you extend your work or approach it differently if you were to do it again?
I would love to do it again, actually. It was very interesting. If I was to extend my work, I would try to make a long-term swell forecast for the next 2 weeks, possibly. I know Surfline does a 17-day forecast. My forecast was at 7 days, but using wind charts, swell directions, buoy readings for the next 17 days, I could make an accurate chart. But of course, as you go deeper into the future, the less accurate it does get. But it would be a challenge I'd love to take on.
That's pretty rad.
Thank you.
What did you learn about yourself through the project?
Oh, it was a really eye-opening experience for me. I learned many things about myself during this project. So, for example, understanding the surf on waves that I've spent countless hours surfing and enjoying has really eluded me for the past few years. After dedicating 2 weeks to understanding the waves I surf at Lincoln Boulevard, I'm humbled every time I surf that break now. I feel like I've uncovered information that only belongs to me and that no one else will truly understand unless they've done similar research to mine. I'm extremely excited to get back out there on the waves and to use my knowledge to my advantage.
That's excellent. Do you have any closing remarks, George?
I do, actually. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
I would like to say thank you to everyone at DHS and the students, the teachers, and the staff for guiding me to my next stages of life. I appreciate everyone, and I wanted to thank you all. much. And thank you to my wonderful interviewer here, Mr. Kroll. I appreciate it.
Welcome. And see.
Hey, that was good. What time is it?
1, 2.
8 minutes. Oh, recording stopped 3 minutes in, bro. Nah, dude, that would suck.